after last week's episode, I didn't know Dark Matter could get any better, but Stuff to Steal and People to Kill, episode 8 of season 2, has to be one of the best hours of sci-fi television I have ever seen in my life. And that's after I've watched through all of Stargate SG-1, all of Stargate Atlantis, Firefly, Defiance, Battlestar Galactica, just every sci-fi show imaginable I've watched through, and yet this episode stands out. The writers really put a great story together, and honestly, it was the best episode of the show yet, and one of the best episodes of that Sci-Fi's had on their channel in eons. And so this episode was fantastic. Basically, the blink drive that they stole the previous episode, turns out that it sent them to an alternate dimension by accident, and it opens up with the Mikkei destroyers opening fire on them. They had to make a deal with their commander Trufant, who is at war with them in this dimension, to take out the other versions of themselves to destroy or to steal their blink drive so they can get back to their own dimension. So basically, they draw. 4 in this dimension is really still the ruler of his Xiron, and so they use his power to convince 2 and 3 of the other dimension to come back, and basically they capture they capture them and put 2 and 3 assume positions on their ship. In this dimension, they are about to steal the blink drive, but then they get sent on a mission to destroy this mining colony, and 2 and 3 are trying to solve this mining colony issue in a way that would be, great in our minds, and the moral decisions, making the right but I mean, the crew of the Marauder in this episode, the alternate reality crew, they are evil, and so Jace Corso is still alive in this dimension. He ends up nuking the mining colony, and there's these awesome fighting scenes that ensue, and basically 2 and 3 get the blink drive, they get back, and then just when you think this episode can't get any more insane, Trufant basically pulls one over on them and tries to just take the blink drive back. But what they do is they send the Marauder over to carry the card over, and the Marauder has the android on it who establishes a Neuralink with their ship. And so basically both ships are pointed at both Razas are pointed at the Mikkei destroyer to destroy it. And so, they take control of the Mikkei destroyer, and the one Raza that Trufant took over, the Raza's cannons and the Mikkei destroyer's cannons are pointed at it. And so basically 2 calls her bluff, and she figures out how to get the card back, and they get back to their own dimension. But when they do get back to their own dimension, there's an alternate reality Marauder that flies off. And so who left the Raza from the alternate reality? We may never know. But this episode had twists, turns, action, romance, fun. It was just enjoyable. And I am going to give Stuff to Steal and People to Kill, episode 2, season 8. Season 2, episode 8 of Dark Matter, a 9.9 out of 10. Yes, you heard it, a 9.9 out of 10. It is as close to a perfect hour of sci-fi, perfect 45 minutes of sci-fi you can get. This is simply fantastic. I loved it. It was amazing, and it really establishes this show as one of the best sci-fi shows on television. I hope you've enjoyed this review for Stuff to Steal and People to Kill. This has been Jonesy from Jonesy TV Reviews coming at you, and remember to like and subscribe for more TV reviews and content. Signing off.